Yo, big up people, what's everyone saying? Welcome to another video on the channel. Man United just lost to Wolves 1-0, man. Like, it is what it is. It's a peak performance. But yeah, before I go into the video, the match reaction, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I want everyone's thoughts down in the comment section down below. I want to know what your thoughts are on the game, because for me, my head is hot, man. My head is hot. I've got energy for these players. Like, these players are pissing me off. But yeah, before I start on these players here, let me talk about the lineup, right? So obviously when the game, when the lineup came out, firstly, I was like, all right, I saw the team. I was happy when Bruno and Rashford got a drop because they've been playing crap this season. So I was happy, but I wasn't really like, I didn't like the fullbacks. I don't know why they started in the first place. But I was like, you know what? Let's just see how they perform. And then two strikers. When I saw the lineup, then I was like, why, Ronaldo and Cavani? Why are you going to play two strikers that can't hold up the ball? But anyway, that performance from Man United in the first half, like in the first 15 minutes, De Gea had to already make two great saves. Like, for me, initially, when with Wolves here, they were going to be a tough side. I think they've only conceded like 14 goals this season. Like, they keep clean sheets. They're good defensively. I was expecting a draw. Like, I wasn't expecting a goal fest in this game because it wasn't going to happen. But yeah, man, like, that performance was awful. We on the ball, we're crap. We're useless on the ball. We don't know how to move the ball. We don't know when to move it. We don't know how to attack teams. We just look lethargic. It's like Ollie's still here in a way. Like, this performance is quite draining at the end of the day. But let's talk about the players, man. For me, let's start with the goalkeeper. De Gea this season, he's probably been our best players. Like, the amount of saves he's saved us, man, from games. Like, we would be even lower down in the table if it weren't for De Gea. Like, so these Dean Henderson fanboys on Twitter, you guys can bounce. You go with where Dean Henderson goes, because I don't know why everyone's shouting for Dean Henderson. Anyway, De Gea, who was probably one of our better players in this game. And yeah, man, the right back, Wan-Bissaka, don't even get me started on this guy. This guy is crap. He's awful, man. Like, you know what's funny as well? On the ball, he's crap. Passing wise, he's awful. You don't know how to cross the ball. You know, I think there was about 3 crosses or 2 crosses that he made, and one of them went out for a what's it called, for a goal kick. And I was like, there's no way that this guy has just gone past the player and tried to cross it and go for a goal kick. As soon as I saw that, I was like, no. Let me wash my face real quick. I couldn't believe it. But at the end of the day, Wan-Bissaka's not good enough. He needs binning. I don't know why we paid 50 million for him. We paid 50 million because he's English and he's sixth choice right back for England. And he doesn't even play for Congo. So we paid that extra money for nothing. He's awful. He needs selling. Luke Shaw. Everyone knows my stance on this guy. I don't rate him. I think he's crap. He's been there, 8 seasons? And I got a few good months out of him. He's literally like overlapping. This guy doesn't know how to overlap. He's allergic to getting past the halfway line. Does this guy ever cross the halfway line? Like, I'm not even trying to overreact, but Luke Shaw, for me, he needs selling. I don't know why he's still at the club. I think he's had enough chances. 8 years. He's awful. He needs binning. The centre-back partnership, probably one of our best players in this game as well. Varane, he was pretty good. I liked his performance. And man like Phil Jones, you know, who would have expected Phil Jones would actually start here? This guy's not played football for 2 years. I think it's 2 years. He's been injured. We all take the piss out of him. It's funny with the faces, but this guy, him and De Gea can hold their hand. Like, them 2 performances they were great. They were good, man. It was good for Phil Jones that he had a good performance. Like, it says a lot if Phil Jones is your best player, though. Like, oh my god, this team. Then you've got Matic. I thought Matic was decent. He probably created the only chance of our game in that game. Like, I think he created one chance where he gave it to Bruno, cut it back, and then Bruno missed an open. I don't know if it was an open net. It was a good chance. He hit the crossbar. But Matic on the ball was good. But for me, I don't know why McTominay's still playing. I don't know why he's at this club in the first place. For me, McTominay's crap. Everyone was gassing that performance against Burnley. Listen, I said he had a pretty decent game. For his standards, that was a good game. Had a few shots, that was nice, right? He does this every season, right? He has a good strike. Everyone goes crazy. Oh, McTominay this, McTominay that, give him captain this. And then he starts having a consistent crap games. He starts playing crap all of a sudden, right? He is useless. I don't know why he's at this club. He needs binning. And you know what it is? For me, I don't know why Donny van de Beek can't get a game. Like, he's literally twice the player McTominay is. Even Fred's twice the player. I would have started Fred in this game. He offers more than McTominay. Like, at least Fred doesn't hide in games. Like, people don't like Fred, but for me, he's not even as bad as people make it out to be. It is what it is. Matic, you need like a runner next to him. You're not gonna do well with McTominay. He's useless. Let's move on to Mason Greenwood. For me, Mason Greenwood in the second half, he was actually pretty decent. He was one of our better attackers. But for me personally, like, I don't know. I'm not convinced about Mason Greenwood as a number 10 or as a striker. I think he needs to be put on the bench. Like, you see what it is with Mason, yeah. As talented as he is, and as a great of a finisher he is as well, he's not really improved his game since he broke into the scene. Like, I'm not seeing anything different. Like, I want to see something different with Mason Greenwood. I understand he's not had the development like a Foden or something, but I don't know if maybe it's Mason's mentality. I don't know. He needs what's it called? You know what Pep did with Foden? Slowly integrating him into the team, developing him, putting him in the team here and there, then taking him out. That's what Mason Greenwood needs. I don't know. He shouldn't be starting every single game. I don't think he's ready to be a number 9 yet. So, yeah, man. I love Mason Greenwood, by the way. He's one of my favourite players, but it's just my honest thoughts on him. Yeah. And let's move on to Sancho as well. He's one of my favourite players. I have to be consistent. He was crap. He was awful, man. I'm not going to go into him too much because he's just joined. I think people are really harsh on Sancho this season. Like, there's a lot of people that want him to fail. I don't know why, but I still believe in Sancho. I still think he's a great player, but that performance, he wasn't good at all. Like, he couldn't beat a man on the ball. He kept losing it. Yeah, Sancho wasn't great, but regardless, I'll still be starting him in future games. He just needs more game, like starting more often. He'll get used to it. But yeah, the two strikers, dumb and dumber. That's what they're called. As Roy Keane says, dumb and dumber. Cavani, don't know what he offers. Like, runs around. That's nice. That's what the United fans love, to be honest. But other than that, he's useless. I don't know why these people love him. He's crap. Ronaldo, he is Ronaldo, man. Oh my God. That performance was so embarrassing from them two strikers alone. None of them can hold up the ball well. None of them can play football. None of them can control the ball. If Ronaldo doesn't get a cross on him, if he doesn't get a cross, right, if he doesn't get a header, I mean, he had one who was offside, but I see him dropping deep, by the way. I don't understand why you're dropping deep. Like, maybe I don't know why. Like, you're not Benzema. You're not that guy, bro. Like, just stay in the box. Like, I don't understand why he keeps dropping deep. I see him on the left wing. I see him on the right wing sometimes. And I'm like, you're 37, bro. You can't dribble anymore. Why are you trying to beat fullbacks like you're 18? It's not going to happen. And I don't understand why we keep playing them two strikers. I don't know why we keep playing them. They're not good enough. Listen, Ronaldo, he's a great goal scorer. I understand. I'm not saying get rid of him or something, but my days, like, I've had enough of Ronaldo as a striker. He needs to hold the bench. Them two players need to be benched. I know we don't have any strikers, but my God, I know Martial wants to leave. Start him. Start him, bro. Like, start this guy. He's one of our best players. I don't care what anyone says to me, by the way, with Martial. He's one of our best players. His hold-up play is brilliant, right? He makes players around him better, like Rashford, Mason. He actually makes them better. He can drop deep. He can initiate attacks. He can hold up the ball. He's got a great all-round game. Yeah, he might not get the goals like Ronaldo or Cavani yet, but he improves the team, whether you like it or not. Off the left, up front, dropping deep. He can do it all, man. Like, listen, he's probably going to leave, but for me, I'm pretty sure Cavani wants to leave. I think he's leaving in January. So why are you starting Cavani, not starting Martial? Like, just give Martial a run of games. I've been saying this, by the way. At the start, I wanted Martial and Ronaldo, because Ronaldo, he can't play up front by himself. He needs like someone to support. He needs some support next to him. You're not going to get that with Cavani because he can't hold up the ball either. So for me, man, if we're going to play two strikers here, I would like to see, even though I would like to see Martial and Ronaldo, I want Ronaldo to be benched because the last 3 games he's been awful. I want to see that's what's crazy, by the way. We don't even have strikers in this team. Like, the only one that can play is not Mason Greenwood, sorry. The one that can actually play is Martial. This is why I said, I know everyone's banging on about midfielders. We do need midfielders, but we also need strikers. We need at least 2 strikers in this January. It's not going to happen, especially with this Alvarez talk. I don't really believe that Alvarez talk. I think it's all nonsense. But yeah, man, it's just not good. It's not a good performance from this team, and it's proper draining. Like, I believe in Ralph. I think he's gonna, what's it called? After the 5 months he's done, I want him to go upstairs straight away, because when the news came out saying that, oh, we're gonna get Ralph, I was really happy. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything about him, but what I am convinced about Ralph is that his work, the main work he does is upstairs, DOF, having control of who comes in, who comes out, like the players that he wants to get. He's got an eye for a player. And for me, as a manager, I don't really, I don't want him as a full-time manager. Like there was talks about him becoming full-time manager. He should just be the DOF, make the decisions, decide who the manager comes in. Don't make Ed Woodward do football decisions, because we need a guy that actually knows about the game. So I'm not going to be like, oh, Ralph out, because I think that's way too reactionary. But you know what's crazy with Ralph now? Now the what's it called, the pundits, yeah, everyone's going to start jumping on Ralph. Everyone's going to start jumping on him. Everyone's going to jump on him because it's not Ollie. So it is what it is. I saw Paul Scholes on Instagram saying, what a disgraceful performance. I saw Gary Neville saying, I don't even know what Gary Neville was saying. Like, everyone's got bare energy now that Ralph is here. And they didn't keep the same energy with Ollie. So it is what it is. Yo, big up Victor Liang, by the way. Big up, bro. This club is a shambles, by the way. I've had enough. Get those players out. Rashford, Bruno, and Maguire. Listen, thanks for bringing me Rashford, yeah? Let me talk about this guy. He is brain dead. He's not a footballer, by the way. He can't play football. I've said this many times with Rashford. I never bought into the hype. Like, he's always been a decent player. He never had a ceiling. He never had like a proper high ceiling, like a Greenwood or Hannibal or a Diallo. He wasn't like as talented as people make it out to be. But we've already seen the best of Rashford. He's already peaked. He's peaked under Van Gaal. He's already peaked under Van Gaal. We're not going to see what's it called? We're not going to see the best of Rashford anymore, because we've already seen it. He's already lost 2 yards of pace, right? He's lost 2 yards of pace, like I said. What else has he lost? He doesn't know he doesn't know when to pass. Like that game, when he came on, by the way, when Rashford came on, there was a pass. I think he was on the right-hand side. All he had to do was just slot it. That's it. Just give it like a nice weighted pass. It goes out for a goal kick. Oh, this guy, he's been so crap this season, by the way. And I don't want to hear this injuries BS. We've all said it last season. It's not injuries. He's just crap. He's not a good player. He needs selling, by the way. I don't care what anyone says. He needs to go. Big up Victor, by the way. And big up Frank. Thanks a lot for commenting. Thanks a lot, man. Big up to you all. Rio, Gary, and Paul Scholes now coming to haunt Ralph. They were so protection for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Facts, man. It's a fact. Everyone's got better energy now. It's a disgrace. I can't stand them. Get some players in January. Listen, I hope so, man. I hope so. What's the whole point of getting surgery? I don't know. Like, listen, Rashford's finished at this club. He's been finished. I've already said this many times. I've been saying that for 2 years. Like, he can't play on the right because he wants to use his right foot all the time. But we all know he's got no left foot. His passing is crap. His decision making is awful. His dribbling and close control and what to do in tight spaces is actually embarrassing. Like, it's crap. I've used the word crap a lot today, and my head is still hot, you know. My head is so hot. Man United star had to Google who Ralph Rangnick was when he became boss after not knowing who Leipzig chief was. No wonder I say it might be Maguire and Rashford. They are an absolute disgrace, by the way, Maguire and Rashford. Big up Frank. Last year, you guys were better. You bought better players, and now it doesn't work. I think there is something wrong with the players for real. Bro, facts, man. The players are a disgrace, man. The players are a disgrace. Like, this fan base is blaming the wrong players and trying to scapegoat the wrong players, but we all know who the crap players are. The people with good ball knowledge will know who the crap players are. It's not the likes of Pogba, Martial, and it just isn't, man. It just isn't. We need a massive clear out. This is going to be one of the biggest rebuilds we're going to be doing. Like, Ollie has set us back up another 2-3 years or something. He set us back about 3 years now, thanks to him. But he apparently, Apparently he made our club better, and he's made the atmosphere better. He's made it more toxic, if anything, because all these players are divided now. It is what it is. And yeah, for me, like I mentioned a lot about Rashford. He needs binning. Who else came? Oh yeah, there was another chance with Rashford where he was on the left side. I think he tried to beat a man, and then there was about 4 Wolves players surrounded, and he's he loses it because there was 4 people surrounding him. Listen, it's not a surprise. Rashford's running into players. Water is wet. He does that every game, and then when he loses it, he doesn't even have the He doesn't even track back. He's become so lazy, by the way. Like, people talk about Martial being lazy, which is far from the truth, because he actually tracks back. Rashford and Luke Shaw are one of the 2 laziest players I've seen play at this club. So it's a disgrace, man. It's an absolute disgrace. Oh my God, man. Oh my days. I don't know what I'm going to do with these players. But yeah, man. Who else have I missed out? Elanga came on. I don't know about Elanga, you know. I'm not convinced about him. I know he's young, but I don't know. I don't know why. What's it called? Jesse Lingard. Like, he should be. Why can't he get a game? Why can't Martial get a game? I know Martial wants to leave, but just start him, man. Who cares? Like Bruno was top star last year, and now it's not. I don't know what happened, or there are too many stars, but it isn't right. For me, with Bruno Fernandes, listen, he's a good player, but he's overrated. He's not as good as people make out to be. Listen, when he came on, he made a bit of a difference. It was a decent. He had a decent cameo, right? I won't say, oh my god, he was amazing. That's over the top. Though he had the only chance of the whole game where he could have made it 1-0, and he hit the crossbar. It was unlucky, but it's annoying at the same time. I really wanted us to beat Wolves. For me, Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, they should still be benched. I don't want to see them starting again. And Ronaldo and Cavani. I don't want them starting. Same goes for the fullbacks, Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. I don't want them starting. They've just pissed me off too much. And hopefully against Aston Villa, listen, that's going to be a tough game as well. Like, don't get it twisted. Yeah, Gerrard's team, he's doing well. He's doing well with the new players with the players that he's got. This Man United spending, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 441 million spending spree. Yeah, Victor, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, bro. Like, all that money was wasted because if you think about it, Maguire, 80 million. We need to get rid of him. Wan-Bissaka, 50 million. Played for the English. We paid because he's English. Now he doesn't get into that England team. We wasted money. Dan James, we sold him. He went to Leeds, right? Bruno Fernandes, we bought him. Okay. And then who else did we buy? Who else did Oli buy? Sancho. Well, to be honest, Sancho, the club was always going to get Sancho, regardless of Oli. Same goes for Varane. Had 1 year left. So these people saying, oh, they joined because of all this nonsense. Maybe it's Bruno and Ronaldo that doesn't work because at Portugal, they don't play together. Bro, Bruno doesn't even play for his national side. Doesn't even get in the midfield. Forget about Bruno and Ronaldo. Bruno doesn't even get into his midfield for Portugal because he can't play in that role. He's not a good midfield. He's not a good footballer. Can't be spamming these crosses done all the time, bro. That ain't going to work. Yeah, Tellers. Yeah, Victor Liang. Honestly, bro, I would start Tellers. I don't know why these people overrate Luke Shaw so much, by the way. He's so overrated. Honestly, I've just cooked this whole team and I'm not even done yet. Cavani. Yeah, Cavani, I don't know about Cavani. This guy, yeah. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of Cavani, man. And yeah, McTominay, he needs been in as well. For me, the team that I would like to start against, what's it called? Aston Villa. I want to see Donny and Fred in the pivot. I don't listen. What else have we got more to lose? Just start them. I want Dalot and Tellers back in the team. I want Varane and Lindelof because Lindelof's been our best centre back this season. I rate Lindelof highly. I think he's massively underrated. And yeah, he's been. What's it called? We all know De Gea has been great this season. Victor Lindelof has been great as well. So yeah, man. I hope he gets back soon as well. Hope he gets back. Hope he gets better too. And then now Ronaldo. Yeah. It's just. Who would you want out and who would you buy? Oh, good question, Frank. Good question. For me, listen, there's going to be a big list who I want to sell. I would sell Dean Henderson, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Scott McTominay, Rashford, Bruno, Cavani. I'd get rid of Ronaldo. Who else have I not said? McTominay, yeah. The players that I would like to keep and build a team around is De Gea, Tellers, Dalot, Victor Lindelof, Varane, Fred, another midfielder like a Frankie de Jong or anyone, even a Kamara, bro. I don't honestly just get as a midfielder alongside Fred because I think Fred's been doing well under Ralph. And who else? I would keep Martial, even though he wants to leave, but this is just who I would keep. Sancho I'd keep 100%. Hannibal I'd keep. Diallo I'd keep. And yeah, man, the rest can get binned. And then now Ronaldo, yeah. I love Cavani, but I think he's done. Yeah, he's done, man. He's not good. Tellers, Lindelof, Dalot, Fred, Sancho. Yeah, 100%. I just can't wait, by the way, when Pogba comes back. Because apparently we're better off without him in the midfield. We look crap without him. He was one of our best players in the start of the season, playing in an advanced position. And then we tried to move him. We're literally moving Pogba like he's a squad player. He's our best player in that midfield. So why is he not starting in the what's it called? Listen, he can play in an advanced position and he can play in the midfield. I'm not saying he can't play in the midfield because what's it called? He doesn't have the right players around him. But Pogba, with the right system, with the right players, the right partner next to him, it is going to work. The reason he plays in that advanced position is not because he can't play in the midfield, right? It's because he's our only creative player. He's our most creative player in this team. So having him too deep, you're just restricting him. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Martial is going to leave. Yeah, he will leave. Yeah, Pogba will make it better for Real. Oh, for Real, sorry. Yeah. I thought you said Real Madrid for a second. That's where he's probably going to go. he will make it better, man. He's massively scapegoated. I know I've had enough of Pogba getting scapegoated and Martial. Harry Maguire, 85 mil. Bruno, 55 mil. Sancho, 73 mil. Wan-Bissaka, 50 mil. Oh, my days. Money down the drain, barring Sancho. Sancho was worth it. The rest, I mean, his price, it wasn't that much, to be honest. 55 mil isn't a lot. And then the likes of Rafael Varane, 42.7 million. Ronaldo, 19.7. Amad Diallo, 37 million. Tellers arrived at 15. Palestri for 9 million. Yeah, bro. Listen, Ollie got the players he wanted. Ollie got the players he wanted, man. It is what it is. But yeah, let me give a quick player ratings here to finish off the show, man. Big up to all of the people that were commenting. Let me just give a big shout out to Victor Liang for on the comments, man, with always supporting me. Big up to you, man, and big up to Frank as well. Big up to you, man. So yeah, for me, De Gea gets I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. The two fullbacks, I'm going to give Wan-Bissaka a 1, and I'm going to give Luke Shaw a 3. Phil Jones, I'll be nice to him. I'll give him an 8. I've got Varane a 7, and Matic, I'll give him a 6. I thought he was all right. McTominay, oh my God, what am I going to give this guy? 2. I'll give him a 2. Sancho, 2. Mason, 6. Cavani and Ronaldo can both get 2s or 1s. Listen, I don't even care at this point. Maguire and AWB just overpriced because they are homegrown, because they are not worth half the price now, sadly. We'll be lucky if we... Listen, yeah, Maguire, we'll be lucky if we get 10 million out of him. Same goes for, for Wan-Bissaka. It is what it is, man. Absolute... We just wasted money on players that don't even fit the system. Like, we're just going for people that are marketable. Like, it doesn't make sense. Can we just buy players that actually fit the system, trying to get the commercial side of it? It's just annoying. Like, oh my God, honestly, I just can't wait for Pogba to come back in this midfield, or even on the left. Just play Pogba in this team, because my eyes are burning after watching these players. Like, he's the only guy that... Him and Martial, man, these two, they need to start playing together. It makes the team so much better when they're playing. And yeah, man. But yeah, big up to all of you that were watching, yeah? Big up to all of you. I'm going to be doing a Aston Villa and Man United watch-along. As you can tell, I'm still pissed off, but it is what it is, man. It's just how I feel. It's just how I feel. Yeah, man, hopefully we start winning. And yeah, man, big up to all.